goodness. Y'all, I'm having a time. Let's make sure that we're live. We gotta check both the places before we can move forward, because that is how that's how I do things. Because because of that one time. So, alright, looks live there. Great. Double check. Y'all, I got new subs and it's awesome. Alright, we have sound, we have picture. Hello everyone, my name is Allie. I'm from Ok2BeFat because it is okay to be fat. Welcome to my Yakuza stream. We stream all the Yakuza games in order. Asterisk, the order is a little complicated. There's unnumbered games. There's other games. There's adjacent games. There's a whole other storyline now. Although, like, it's possible, from what I'm reading, that Last Judgment may be the Last Judgment game. Or Lost Judgment. God damn it, I said that wrong. Lost Judgment may be the Last Judgment game. That would be unfortunate. I think those games, I've enjoyed them quite a bit. Alright, so let's say thank you to the people. Thank you to the following people for the follows. Cuteberry Gaming, Gumichi, Icy Muse, Mossy Stone 48, Aaron Delata 19, and thank you so much for the subscribes to the following people. Icy Muse, subscribe and follow, absolutely amazing. Buzzard Bird, Busby, Tay J Debater. Oh, Tay J Debater, I see. Bronwyn 1B. Thank y'all so much for the subscribes. You know, I was saying on Twitter, and I'll say it here, if you have a subscription to Amazon Prime, you get one free Twitch subscription every month. You do have to manually renew it, but you do get one. If this applies to you, and you'd like to subscribe to my stream, you can, and it's free. If you're not using it on another streamer, you get one per month. They do not accrue or anything like that. It's a use it or lose it kind of deal. But if you're not using that on another streamer, you could use it on me, and it is like giving me money for free. If you don't want to do that, that's totally chill. The stream is here for you. So, yes, let's get started. All right. I'm still not feeling super great from the boosty boost. I am, like, I mean, it's a lot better than I was expecting, so I'm extremely thankful for that. But, I just, like, the insomnia is back, and I hate that. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. That bitch can fuck off. Insomnia hoe. I hate you. I'm just like, God, can I please sleep? Oh. Whoops, I forgot I had an alarm on. The alarm was to start the stream, but I had already done that, so the alarm was superfluous. One more thing. I'm like, I'm also feeling a little bit, brain fogged. I'm tired, I'm not sleeping great, in a little pain, and I'm a little brain fogged. But this is my favorite thing, so here I am, doing my favorite thing with my favorite people. Okay, so, what the fuck have I done? I don't know. Lost my vape in the blankets. Oh God, where's the vape? Okay, I found it. Alright, so we have a number of things to choose from here. I'm gonna start by... What the fuck is this? I do not want this. Oh my God, fuck off. Yes. Oh my God, fucking web brute, kiss my ass. Fuck off. I don't want you to scan my computer while I'm trying to stream. Beach. Do I need to put anything into the... Oh, I have an amount of things. I can put this magazine away. And the Bears, Rando Thumbtack. Yummy bar corn. Probably don't need that right now. I definitely don't need that right now. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. Ball buster. It does send people flying. It's true. I'm pretty good. Oh yeah, I should equip these. You can see in my cabaret outfit, because they don't like it when you show up wearing armor. Because these bitches are picky. With my, what is this thing? Emblem pendant. That I guess makes you hot. And a lucky bracelet for luck. What's going on over here? Dot, dot, dot. Oh, also, I meant to say, and I forgot to, we're still moving furniture out the house, so there might be a little bit of a to-do if this person shows up, but it shouldn't be a big deal. I'm just going to stream through it, because they shouldn't need to come back into this, like, no one should need to come into the house or come back here, so we should be fine. Okay. Like my song? Well, I'm no expert, but I'd say it wasn't bad. I see. No matter how much I play here, nobody ever listens. But I guess it doesn't really matter if anybody listens or not. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to complain. It's alright. Yo, one moment. I gotta fix this barrette in my hair. It is driving me up a wall. Josh just cut my hair again, and it is very short, which is fine. It's just real short. In like a week or so, it'll be like kind of where it normally is in my brain. But like right now, I'm just like, barrettes, get this hair off of me. Cause it just keeps flying into my face cause it's so short. And so like, oh yeah, Josh was gonna also maybe make, or not maybe, I saw him with the boxes. He's definitely making IKEA furniture. So if you hear a little bing bang boom, that's what's going on. Everything's chill. We're getting a new island in the kitchen that I hopefully measured correctly, because I'm like sweating this, because I bought this a while back. This is one of the first things that I got, and then just because of the Tetris nature of this house, we were getting around to it now. But like, okay, number one, everything minus one thing so far, most things, 90% of the things turn out really exactly like I had hoped, and I'm extremely pleased. There was one little bobble, but that was fine, the thingy, and it was too big because I measured wrong. But now, but like 90%, the vast majority is fine, okay? And I have ADHD, and like, you know, I don't always, like, 90%'s pretty good, but like, you know, I was like upset because I fucked up, and like, my brain is never just like, well, you did it good mostly. It's like, you messed up. And then it just like, you bad at stuff, bad at things, wasted money. And I'm like, I didn't mean to waste money. And it's like, but you did. Like, I have done an amount of putting things, not, I mean, Josh put it all up, but like trying to figure out what should go where, and, you know, conceptualizing a design, which Josh is such a sweetheart, because he was like, I was just like, I feel bad because you're the one putting everything together, but like he doesn't really want me to help put stuff together because like it it hurts my back and also it stresses me out so bad. I usually end up having a panic attack because uh it's just not helpful to have me try to help. Um, and he said he doesn't mind doing it. So he says, I'm like, I don't understand how that's possible because I hate it. But I appreciate you. And yeah, so when I was like, I feel so bad because I got these things and now you're the one having to put them together, and he was like, but like you had to pick it out and figure out where it should go and like how to do it, and like that made me feel better. So yeah. Okay, I'm Hideki, by the way, a washed-up musician, as you can see. So the thing is about this like new kitchen island is it's supposed to be smaller because this house is small as shit. It is a tiny house, and like 900 square feet. Like it's a Philadelphia row home. It's small. And when I bought the like furniture for this house, I don't like have it in my head exactly the smallinating of this fucking small house. And so like I just got furniture that was too big, and then Josh moved in and we kind of pushed some stuff together and we're like, we'll deal with it later, and later is now. So yeah, but I'm sweating it a little bit because I'm like, oh god, is this kitchen island actually smaller? Did I actually measure it? I thought I measured it, but did I think about measuring it and then like that is what my brain is remembering that I thought I measured? Like I planned to measure it, but then I didn't. I don't know. We're about to find out. Oh god. Is it smaller? Oh, thank God. Josh says it's smaller. Thumbs up. Okay, so I apparently didn't beef it as hard as I did the shoe cabinet, which I beefed extremely hard. And you are? Kiryu. Kiryu? Where have I heard that name before? I guess Kiryu is a pretty common name. You're the only Kiryu-san who's ever stopped to hear me sing, though. Thanks for listening. You can usually find me here. Come by and listen again sometime. Sure, if I get the chance. Sorry to keep you. See you around. Oh, that was nice. Alright, so... Oh, do I have coin locker keys? I feel like I picked up a coin locker key. Let's see if we did. That feeling was wrong. I'm like, well, I did, but apparently I opened everything. Alright, so we got that guy there. We have Rin is in jail. Rin from the, Hostess Club is in jail, y'all. Her ex-boyfriend has now framed her ass for embezzlement. Now, it seems like how that happened, I would like to know how he mystery deposited that money in her account, but that is neither here nor there, and we gotta rescue her because it's her mission. It's not like mission. Like it's not like a mission. It's her end game. Like end game? Say end game. It's the sub story. It's basically her final sub story. Or like when I don't know why I'm over explaining this. Like it's a video game. Y'all know how this stuff works. We got to do this, and then she will count as being completed. And she's like, Kiryu-san, I love you. Kiryu's like, I'll never talk to you again. Because that's just how he rolls. Okay. Oh, god damn it, that's not the map. Map. Alright, so I got an amount of sub-stories. How about... Alright, I feel like we should probably save Ren, so let's do that. No, not that way. Sounds pretty serious. Y'all, they have just absolutely beefied up the Nouveau Riche in Lost Judgment. It's wild because like Nouveau Riche, I was just expecting this to be like hell yeah, punch this guy twice and get a bunch of money, and like no, he beats ass now, and I'm just like ugh. I don't like getting game overed. Your face is really pissing me off, asshole. You got something to say for yourself, huh? If you ain't gonna get on the ground and apologize, I'm gonna smash that face into the ground for you. That's rude. Oh, yo, I should let him punch me once. Dude. Now I can go eat a food. Secondary goal. I know it is in prison, but I'm not really like trying to go to see cops, to be honest. Because like Kiryu's a, you know, he's an ex-con, and like seems like he might have some problems with all the cops who are not Date's son. Oh my god, face crunch! I'm gonna throw. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. I like this music. I generally tend to like pretty much all of the soundtracking in these games. I think the sound design is really good. I didn't mean it. Your face is great, man. And hey, I'm not even mad anymore, so, let me thank you for that. Take this. Little sub, hi room, hi, little sub, how you doing? Welcome. How's your day going? I hope good. I was just so tired today. I'm lukewarm, comfy souls. Here's your lukewarm Dr. Scholes. No, you can have that right on back. The saga of the alarms continues. Oh no! That sounds honestly like a nightmare. I am so sorry. Ew, Dr. Scholes, that's what they are! And they're warm. Hey, handsome. You looking for something to do tonight? Or rather, someone? Ooh. We don't have all the alarm replacements, so they're coming back. That sounds incredibly frustrating. That muscular body. And those eyes. You could undress me with them all night. It's a little strong. I just have a small, little favor to ask. Hear me out now, and later we'll have ourselves a good time. What do you say? She just wants to be ogled? I guess, I don't know. Hear her out. I don't know what this is gonna be. Fine. What sort of favor did you have in mind? Okay. Close your eyes now. He's gonna get scammed, or pickpocketed and then scammed. What? What is this place? Oh my god, she transported him there. She's a witch. Can I have your shoals from the lady? I mean, she actually could. I've got so many. Actually, whenever I've been at home, I had the feeling that someone's looking in on me. It gives me the creeps. So I was hoping a tough-looking guy like you could maybe look into it for me. So that's what this is about. Just thinking about it makes my skin crawl. I can't even be comfortable in my own home. I live right over there. Do you think you could keep an eye out for that disgusting creep, whoever he is? We can have our good time afterward. Okay? Kiddo could be a bouncer on Jerry Springer or a legit bodyguard. He definitely could. If you say so, I'll stake out the area then. I'll go back to my place and call you if anything happens. Can you give me your phone number? Sure, here you go. Thanks a lot. I'm like, convoluted way to get someone's number. There might be some suspicious individuals waiting nearby. I should take a look around the premises. Suspicious. Oh my god! Guy! What? This is a Craigslist hookup. It sounds like. Hey! What are you doing up there? Oh, just hanging out. Everything's fine, so would you mind not talking to me? You don't look fine to me. Hey, I know you got a minute here, you cheating bitch. Wow, shouting misogynist. No, stop. That window, it's dirty. I was still cleaning. Uh-oh, not good. And there he goes. Get back here, you little shit! Dot, dot, dot. Did something happen while I was gone? I heard some kind of ruckus. It was nothing out of the ordinary. Alright then. Keep up the good work, handsome. Oh shit! It's the weapons dealer van. Okay. What am I looking for here? What the fuck? Dot, dot, dot. Woman on roof. Hey, what do you think you're looking at? What are you even doing here? Ma'am, this is the street. So, what are you doing where you are? I was just wondering the same thing. Well, mind your own business and stop staring at me. Dot, dot, dot. Hey, how's it going? You're not doing any peeping of your own now, are you? Dot, dot, dot. Honestly, would you just get back to work already? You had one job. The alluring woman is being extremely spicy for someone who is not employing him at all. Like, was this not a favor? The heck? Alright, go back over here. Get in the mode. What the fuck? Oh, alright, I'm not in the right spot. Excuse me, PS3 game. Am I seriously not close enough? God damn it. The alluring woman is setting up a roleplay scenario, and we don't know what it is. Alright, that wasn't quite it. Why are you making me do this? Thank you. What are you doing up there? Well, you see, I'll be starting some construction work soon, and I wanted to get over my fear of heights. Dot, dot, dot? Oh, okay, I can do this. Slowly. Whoa! Hey, give it a rest already. Your legs are shaking. Are you still patrolling the area for me, you handsome hunk of man? She's very hot and cold, the alluring woman. Yeah, more or less. Okay then, keep up the good work. That was 3, that should have been it. These older games do not always adhere to that. Okay. All of these are gonna be like up high, right? Up. Dot dot dot. Meow. Give me back that fish. Dot dot dot.
Moshi moshi.
Well, see anything worth noting? Nothing in particular. Why do I get the feeling you're just goofing around? This is not how I talk to people who do me favors. What happened? I think that awful ogre is back. Can you look right around my window? All right. And there we go. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Huh? Oh, nothing? That sure doesn't look like nothing. Now hurry up and get down from there. Damn! How could I let this happen? Oof! Well done, you spotted me even in my urban camouflage. Are you also one of them? Dot, dot, dot? Do you know how many people in Japan go missing in a single year? Ha ha ha! Now that you've met me, I'm afraid I can't let you live! This is the end of the line for you, my friend! Oh, this music is very strange. Oh, there we go! And he's done. Ah! I took that online course for military-style close quarters combat, and for what? Your camouflage didn't work either.
Ne.
Well, did you catch the perv? Yeah, it's this guy, right? What's with those weird goggles? These? These are authentic U.S. Army surplus night vision goggles. They let you see as easily at night as in the day. They're battery powered and come complete with infrared and parafocal zoom. Special ops teams use this very same gear. I was having such a great time looking around everywhere I could, inside, outside, in the middle of the night. Yeah, not to mention inside my room. True, but it wasn't on purpose. I'm not really into three-dimensional women, especially such gaudy ones. Hold on. Who asked you anyway, creep? I'm gonna take this loser to the police. Sorry, I won't be able to deliver on that good time, I promise. Maybe this will make up for it, though. Oh, yeah, I'll take money. Man, what a night. Da-da-da-da-da, he's loving it. Well, Kiryu-san, shall we get some beef bowls stuff? There's a lot more than beef bowls at this place right now. It's got rice, curry. Called it, yup. Alright, have you decided what you would like to order? I want the bibimbap. I believe that's gonna fill the whole bar. And it did. Wonderful. Thank you. Alright, so now I guess let's go get Rin out of jail, I guess. I think we're just gonna beat up her boyfriend and make him confess. I'm pretty sure it's gonna involve beating someone up. You know, because this is Yakuza. And that's how we do. Alright. Yeah, we're not doing that right now. Whee! Nope, it's the wrong way. This is the right way. That is that lady who just says a weird thing. Where's he at? Where is he at? Probably in one of the corners. They're usually in one of the corners. I'm gonna check all the corners first. Oh my god! A shiny! Yes! Oh man, I have not explored properly, clearly. I get any, like... Yo, any shinies up here? Alright. I should probably do that, like, more systematically, but, you know, I just don't feel like it. I wonder if they're in one of the bars. That would make sense. Oh, there they are! Huh? What the? Who the hell is this guy? Hey, he's the dude who keeps popping up with Rin. I'll get straight to the point. Rin's been charged with embezzlement. Would you guys know anything about that? You're really that hard for her, huh? Jeez. What a dipshit. Yeah, she's got him by the balls. All right. Looks like he's her latest victim. Rude. Hello, new and glitch fronting in. Hi, how is, doing pretty good. I hope you're doing well. I hope y'all are doing good. A little bit tired, but I think we're gonna be doing okay. I'll say that tramp goes through men like she goes through cheap shoes, picks them out at random and wears them out quick with that nasty attitude of hers. I'm about to wear your ass out. And when she grows tired of playing her little game, she tosses the poor sap, no matter how serious they think it is. Dude, y'all went out 2 years ago. Get over it. ... I mean, look at you. You think she's pretty into you, right? Well, you'll just meet the same fate as every other guy she's burned. Wag, probably gonna sleep soon, but leave the stream on. Not. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope you have a nice sleep. Is that your only takeaway from the relationship you had? Maybe if you decided to man up instead of shift the blame on her, Rin would have given you another chance. What did you just say? What's wrong? Struck a nerve?
Hey.
Wow, you really are deluded, aren't you? Throwing money at that skank and running your mouth like that? This is some primetime comedy, man. Come on, Takashita, let's beat some sense into this dickwad. Way not to answer the question. Sometimes not answering the question is answering the question. What, you got a problem with my name? Go make more take a shit jokes? That's it. I'm murdering this guy. gonna let you hit me once. Cause I'm gonna go back to the beef bowl place. Dude, come on. There you go. I knew you had it in you. Yeah, you better run. That's not how we talk about our ex-girlfriends. Oh shit, this guy doesn't mess around. Ah, please, no more. It hurts so bad. Did you two set Rin up? I don't know what you're talking about. ... Guess you haven't learned your lessons yet. No. We totally have. I'm the one who funneled the money from our company's payroll into Rin's account. Oh, okay, so they do work together. You could do that if you were in payroll, yes. Messiah's the one who gave me the account number. Said he was happy to do it.
Hey.
Takashita, you goddamn sellout. I hate this asshole. I'm telling you, man, Rin thinks she's such a smart ass. All she's ever done is make me look incompetent at my job. Someone had to put her in her place. Oh, man, this is her ex and her fucking coworker. These fucking garbage monsters. But now, everything I've worked so hard for is ruined. Yeah, that's what happens when you, I don't know, frame someone with a crime and get caught and aren't a cop. Save your lame excuses for the judge. Now I'm going to give you a choice. Either go turn yourselves in to the police, or I can drag you there, bruised and battered. It's up to you. No need for that last option. We were just about to leave. Fuck my life. Oh, now she's out of jail. I can't believe my ding-dong of an ex was in cahoots with that conniving Takashita. It's like, how pathetic can you get? Is everything back to normal now? Yup. Thanks to you, I'm totally in the clear. Nice to know that someone's got my back. And boy, am I glad it's you. But you know, this whole wild fandanglement has taught me something. Fandanglement. Yes, give me that. I love it. Fandanglement? It's a word I made up. Anyway, remember when I said a while back, the stuff my mama's been telling me, that I have to learn how to struggle, cope with difficulty, and you know, all that? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure this experience lines up with what she said. But I did figure something out, namely that weird feeling I've been having. Oh? Yeah? You see, I've been feeling like something big's about to happen. Like, my perspective on life's about to change. On one hand, there's so much I don't know about the world. Yet, on the other hand, I have a lot of great opportunities in front of me. I've come a long way. ... So, Kiryu-san, I'm saying that all the time we spent together has really helped me grow. Oh, that's nice. You don't have to give me any credit. All I did was talk and maybe sip a few drinks. Ah, I figured you'd say something like that. You're such a humble guy. But that's exactly why I like ya. Now, I normally wouldn't do this, but tonight, I'll make an exception. Let's go out drinking, Kiryu-san. Just the two of us. Will you really be okay drinking alcohol? I can handle a little. And don't worry, the place I have in mind is nice. But not so nice we can't get a little loopy, if we want to. Oh? Where is this place? You'll just have to come and find out. So let me get the check real quick. We can bust on out of here. Kiryu-san. Yes? I want to show you my appreciation for everything you've done for me in a way I think you'll appreciate. I hope you're ready for the time of your life. And then we get the sex cutscene. Fade to pink. Oh, Kiryu-san, I've heard the rumors of how heated you can get, but now that you shared some of that heat with me, it feels like I'm burning up inside. Okay, y'all, I just have to say right here for a second, there is an I have a Reddit app, and they will recommend to me things that are popular in different subs that I'm a member of, which is generally gonna be the Yakuza sub. Sometimes Mahjong memes. I do like a Mahjong meme very much. Uh, and the Twitch subreddit, which I also don't. I don't know. Sometimes I look at it because they have news about what's going on at Twitch, but like now I'm just like, I don't know. This is mostly not what I was looking for, so I'm like, why am I saying this part? Like, I'm like, do I need to be in this? I'm like, whatever. It's Yakuza stuff, okay? That's why I got the app, so I could look at the Yakuza subreddit and look at the memes and be like, teehee, this is very fun. And, the little sweet boys who are like the fans. And, I'm just like, I love the fandom. I think it's great. It's small, so it's like pretty sweet, and people, it's generally very chill and very supportive, and I like that about it a lot. I do wish I was not in a fandom with an amount of very young men and some boys who are convinced that the main character is a virgin, or joke convinced. Like, it's impossible to tell because this is internet, because I'm just like, an amount of this is just, this is a joke now, but like some of it isn't, and I'm just like, y'all, come on. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with being a virgin. It's a social construct. A lot of people are worried about it pretty young. And, like, the thing is if you want to have sex, you probably will. And it's okay. And don't worry about it too much. It's gonna be fine. But, like, he's clearly not. Like, canonically, is what I am saying. And I'm just like, what are these lines? I mean, she's burning up inside. Oh man, I'm just not even going to say that out loud. I'm like, no, brain, that is a little bit too blue, and so we need to keep it to ourselves. Ha. Not sure what you're referencing, but call it what you like. Yup. Thanks, Kiryu-san. I'll never forget the beautiful memories we made. We sure made a lot of something, didn't we? I mean... You can be so clumsy with your words sometimes, but at least you're an expert on what really matters. I guess that means I love you, Kiryu-san. Never forget that. Brain, stop barfing up extra blue shit. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not doing it. I don't want to go that blue. Because, wow, Brain, you really went there. Alright, so, let's go see another hostess, I guess. Oh, did I get hit? I did get hit. I can eat a little tiny bit. I'm gonna go do that first. Because that shit is... It's very hard to finish the restaurant. So I'm gonna take a taxi. Oh my god. Who's emailing me? Oh, y'all, I gotta remember to figure out what that revelation is. Sick as a dog. Booze really doesn't agree with me, and I'm feeling really sick right now. I shouldn't push myself like that. Thanks a lot for today. You powered me up, Kiryu-san. Thanks. I love you. We'll never see her again. Never again. Yo, I'm gonna take 1 second, and I'm like, where the heck is this revelation? I am not noodling around looking in every window for this. That is silly, and I'm not gonna do it. So let me just check the Cyric Z guide. Revelations, please. The best in Yakuza guides, always talk to Cyric Z. Okay. Park, mock bowl. What chapter am I in? 6. Okay. Recap to there's the mock bowl. Soba chef. Okay. I see it now. I probably wouldn't have found that on my own. So, good job me. Where the fuck am I going? I want a taxi, please. Huh? What's going on? What the fuck? Yo, what is going on over here? The hell were you thinking bumping into me? What, that wasn't you? Bullshit, it wasn't. Now get on your knees and apologize, or I'll make you apologize. What if I don't want to? Oh. Get his ass. Man, fuck you. I don't need to be punched no more. Oh! That's never gonna be right again. Step into my bat zone. Oh, fuck you, dude. Bat time. No. Oh, I don't have my ass clothes on. That's why that happened. I mean, I could have fixed that, but these guys are gonna be dead pretty soon, so it don't matter. Why? Come on, man. This guy's chunky. Got him! Ah! Eek! Alright, alright. I'm sorry. Here, just take this and leave me alone. Oh, gross. Ah, I don't like that. What? Please stop. You have to get down from there. No man can tie me down. You got that? Not nobody, not no how. Look, if you don't fasten your seatbelt, the police are going to blame me. Oh, you want to tie me down, huh? Is that it? Well, too bad. You can't. See, I'm even taking off my tie. Here, here. You said it, pal. You got my vote. Wah ha 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 ha. Now this is a taxi ride. Hey. What's going on? Oh, these people wouldn't settle down and put their seatbelts on? Isn't that a law now? Yes. Even backseat passengers need to wear seatbelts these days. Seatbelts are just the tip of the iceberg. Nothing can tie me down. Nothing. I'll never make any money like this. Can you do something about them, please? Hey, you keep this up, and you'll have to deal with me. What the hell did you say? Well, we got another guy trying to tie me down. Screw that! I'd rather be the tire than the tie-e. Sir, you need to go home and sleep this off. Ugh. Y'all, I used to work in a bar. Belligerent drunks. Awful. It's crunchy. Huh. Ugh. Ah. What the hell am I doing here? Ow. I'm all sobered up again. Think I'll find a little place to get my drink on before the last train. Me, I better call the wife. You know, you ought to settle down with someone. Getting tied down is so bad, you know. Thanks so much. You saved my business. For the night, at least. Alright. Here's something for your trouble. Ah, nice! Will you take me down to Sinrail Avenue as well? Oh, that's a different taxi. I guess I didn't have to do that. Well, I did it anyway because Kiryu would do it. I would like to go to South Nakamichi Street. A lot of taxi stops in this game. Ijincho in 7 and Lost Judgment has so many taxi stops that they had to, like, make a sub-menu out of it. Y'all, Sega has claimed two of my videos on, like, auto-copyright claims for music to two of my videos on the VODs channel, and I'm just like, it's so random. It's so random what gets, like, hit and what doesn't. Okay. It's supposed to be around here somewhere. No, those people are just talking. Where is the revelation? Is it down here? Oh, it is down here. Nice. Oh, man. Oh, no! Yes! That was the right one! Oh, I like that! Revelations! A day in the life of the Dragon of Dojima. Almost stuck the landing. Another revelation! A soba shop delivery man was riding his bike with a stack of noodle boxes in his hand. I had a feeling something would happen, but what followed was beyond my wildest dreams. It gave me the idea to use enemies' weapons against them. That's a pretty good idea. You learn the essence of self-destruction. Kiryu is a blogger. Kiryu's LJ just isn't widely read. I mean, mine wasn't either, so... Gotta start somewhere. And hey, he's learning dangerous moves. I think probably, like, Mac checks it out, and Haruka probably looks at it, and is like, I don't I don't know what this means. Uncle Kaz, what is this? And then she just goes in and fixes his spam filters on his email again. Because he's got to be, like, up to his neck in, like, scam emails. Yes, it's Kamurocho Lullaby. Make me the tamago. Nice. How come Kiryu just doesn't adopt Haruka? They never say outright in the games. I presume it's because of, and based on some stuff that happens in Yakuza 5, that, he either can't because he is an ex-Yakuza and an ex-con, or he is concerned about them being, like, it, basically he's concerned that if they are, because, like, things that your family do can, like, reflect badly on, like, different members of the family, and so, like, he's afraid about their, like, I mean, this is me speculating, but, like, I would think that he would be afraid about their, like, future prospects. That is based on information from Yakuza 5. But, yeah, that, like, if people knew that they were, you know, legally connected to him as a parent, that could potentially hurt their future. And I think that's why he doesn't. Also, I was reading, because I looked it up because I was interested and was just like, in the same question, like, why doesn't Kiryu just adopt Haruka? Like, you know, are there, like, because, I mean, it's not like we don't have, like, places where a lot of children live and are supervised by, you know, not one-on-one interaction with adults. Like, you know, I don't know, foster care in this country is, like, deeply fucking broken, but, we have some, you know, like, idea that, basically, that orphanages are not really a thing in the United States anymore. We call them different stuff now, and we kind of tend to do things in a different way from that. And so I was just like, well, how does it work? And the article that I read said that adoption rates in Japan are very low, and that well, we're at Shine. I'm not giving these people any more presents. They don't like presents. Fuck them. That the majority of adoptions that do happen in Japan, according to this article, are businessmen adopting their successors to give it, like, as a sort of that family business kind of succession kind of thing. So it's like adult men who are adopting other adult men for business reasons. Most of the children who are orphaned or don't have parents for whatever reason don't get adopted. It seems like, because there's just not that much adoption happening. I think it's really interesting too, based on this, like, couple of articles that I read, that it seems like this game is trying to go for like a real, I don't know, I don't know if this was, like, intentional or not. It seems intentional, because, like, not only is Haruko an orphan, Kiryu was an orphan. Orphanages, like Sunflower and Morning Glory, are really important to Kiryu's story. And so it seems like there's an intention with the game devs to, like, I don't know, like, humanize people who didn't have parents. I'm surprised, to be honest, especially given some of the later and earlier plot points. With him not adopting her. Yeah, it is one of those things that I think to an American, I'm not sure where you're from, but, like, I'm an American. So an American who is used to, like, different kinds of media, it seems like it would be, like, I don't know, narratively, like, it seems narratively unsatisfying that he doesn't, right? And that not only does he not do it, it's just, like, not even brought up or ever considered, but I think that means that, like, it's so not on the table, they don't even feel a reason, they don't even, like, need to explain it to you. So it's, like, so not possible that, like, not only do they not do it, they don't feel a need to explain why they didn't do it, because it's just not something that people would feel like needed an explanation, because it, like, just couldn't be done for whatever reason. So, like, you know, I don't know, it's like it's like me trying to explain to people who are, like, European why everyone in Alabama has a car, because you're just like, and they're like, well, why don't you, like, walk places? And you're like, you can't, because there's it's just, like, not fucking possible to be done. And so, like, no one in Alabama has to explain to each other, like, why they need cars, right? We just all know we need a car. Like, you're not going anywhere without a motor vehicle, like, without an automobile, a truck, something. Because the distances are so far, there's no public transportation, there are not sidewalks. It's not, this environment was built for cars. It was not built for people to walk around in. But, like, we don't have to explain that to each other when we're, like, in our movies and stuff, like, why people aren't walking places, because, like, it's just not even a thing we would think to ask. But I think, you know, if you're not in that, like, American car culture, it does seem weird, because it fucking is weird. It's a weird way to have done everything. So, yeah, I think it's kind of one of those deals where it's like, whatever the reason is, there, like, isn't a canonical reason, because, like, they didn't feel like it was a question that needed to be answered, because, like, I guess it just didn't seem possible, maybe. But it is one of those things that, like, I think to a Western audience does, like, really stand out. Like, why doesn't he adopt her? Why does she call him dad? Like, you know, all of the, because he's clearly your dad, and it's just like, I don't know what the intention was, but, like, yeah, it's not something they really ever address. It's just like, no, this is this, and this is, it's not even this is this, it's just assumed that this is, like, so, yeah, I don't know. That was a really long thing for me to be like, I'm not sure, I have some theories, but I don't really know. See, I got the idea that the extended families are all dead. That's true. I mean, like, Kiryu doesn't have any family. Haruka doesn't have any family. Everyone Kiryu grew up with is gone. And, like, in the first game, Haruka's mother and father both die. And, you know, I guess if Kazuma-san is kind of like Yumi and Kiryu's, like, dad figure, because he, you know, then he would be the granddad, so he's gone too. Kashiwagi, who was very close to Kiryu, was just killed. Like, they really just have each other. Tomato Maniac, hi! Thank you so much for the resubscribe, I appreciate you. Did you want to request a specific hostess? Yeah, I'll get Kana. Kana-san, then right this way, sir. How you doing, Monomaniac? You having a nice time? I hope so. So nice to see you. Nice to meet you. I'm Kana, and I didn't read the last part fast enough.
かなです。よろしくお願いします。
It's always nice to meet someone new. I hope you'll like me after today. I'm sure I will once I get to know you.
何を頼みますか?
Kiddo does kind of like anyone, as long as you're not doing bad person things. He tends to, like, he's pretty easygoing. He tends to get along with everybody. He's, like, nice. He does people favors. Like, he's just, like, a real solid dude. I'm doing okay, thanks. Hope you're doing well, too. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm pretty good. I'm better than I thought I was gonna be. I'm tired. I'm, you know, hopefully sleep a little better tonight, but, like, other than that, like, not bad. Alright, so we gotta try to figure out what she likes. The last one liked orange juice. So I'm gonna guess creme de casas liqueur and orange juice. Oh, she liked it! Yes! Good guess! Oh, have I told the spicy email address story? I have not! Thank you for reminding me. Okay. Do I want something to eat? I'm gonna guess for her, let's try chocolate. Okay, so... oh, she loved it! Awesome. Alright. So, many years ago, when I was young enough to be called a young person by angry older coworkers, you know, like in my 20s, I worked with this lady, and she was a bit of a character in many ways, and you know, I gotta read this. Alright, listen, dupe me up. When I get done with this date, I'm gonna come back to the lady of her spicy email. You know, Kiryu-san, you're pretty muscular. You work out, don't you? ... Are you from Tokyo? That's right. I knew it. I could just tell you were a Tokyoite. I've been away from Tokyo for a bit myself, though. Why's that? Well, there are just too many people in Tokyo, you know? I was enjoying the simple life out in the countryside. Thank you. Tokyo can definitely be overwhelming at times. Yeah. Ever since coming back, I can't bear to get on trains. Oh, Kana! I feel you. Too many people? Right. Packed trains just feel so claustrophobic now. The countryside has spoiled me. I think I'm becoming a country girl. Ha ha ha. There were no trains where I was staying, and even the buses only stopped 3 times a day. You really must have been out in the boonies then. So relatable, so relatable. Oh yeah, there's practically nothing out there. Hee. I went to the train station just the other day, but the train was so packed, I couldn't stand it. I just turned around and went home. Huh. Hey, don't laugh. There's just so many people on it. Maybe I should go back to the countryside. Hee. But I know that trains are like the best way to get around in Tokyo. If I can't ride trains, I'm kind of stuck, huh? I was completely fine before I went to the country, too. ... I wonder if I could ever get used to living in Tokyo again. What about bicycle? How about getting around by bicycle? What? By bicycle? Yeah. Why not? I never thought of that. You know, I'm a very good bicyclist. Oh, sweetie, Kana. Oh, but I have to buy a new one. I gave my old one away to a friend. Why's that? Well, that was before I went to the countryside. I was riding during a heavy storm. I slipped and I fell pretty hard. I I got really frustrated after that, and I haven't wanted to write since. ... By the way, Kiryu-san, I want to apologize to you in advance. Why is that? It's just, a lot of people tell me I'm kind of an oddball. Kana, I love you so much. I'm not sure what you mean. Two ADHD legends having a drink together and some chocolate? I mean, it's not... Oh my god. Okay. I am in this picture and I do not like it. I mean, it's not like I'm trying to say weird things. They just slip out. Let's see. What can I use as an example? Okay, so like, you know the stuff that you write in your graduation essay, right? When they ask, like, what your treasure is? Well, I wrote down life. When my friends saw that, they asked me if something was troubling me. People always thought I was a weird kid. But yeah, that's me. I just wanted to let you know I was weird before you started thinking I was weird. Does that make sense? Yeah! That's not weird. That's clever. Really? Yeah, seriously. It's a brilliant response to such an open-ended question. You get it, Kiryu-san. I'm the one who's normal, and the ones that are saying I'm weird are actually the weird ones. No one really understands how amazing life really is. That's not... Well, sure. Hee hee hee. Well, I'm happy that someone understands me. Happy to help. Oh, these two get each other. Yeah. Oh, business card. Remember, whenever you're feeling lonely, come and see Kana Momonogi. Alright, cool. Now I'm gonna take it to the... I'm gonna take it to the mahjong parlor and tell on my bossy co-worker. I'm sorry. Thanks for earlier. I know I'm kind of weird, but I'd love it if you request me again sometime. See you. Oh man. What a precious muffin. Alright, here we go. Let's rank a mahjong battle. Hell yeah. I'm doing it. Alright, get ready. Here we go. Okay, so I worked with this lady. She was a lot older than me. She was like seriously basically like my mom's age, and my mom is like, I don't know, she's like, she was born before World War II happened. So like, I don't think she's technically a boomer, but she's like a year older or two than the boomers. So she's like a super old boomer, essentially. So this lady's like my mom's age, okay? And like, not like super old. See, now I'm like, not like boomers are super old. They are old now, though. Like, they're old. My mom yelled at me for calling her old when she was like, I mean, I wasn't like trying to be pejorative. I was just like describing her age group, I guess. I don't know. I was just, I'm like, you're so mad about it, but like, do you expect to live to be 140? Like, you are not middle-aged anymore. I mean, like, they're so mad, and I'm just like, man, I'm looking forward to getting old. I didn't think I was gonna make it this far. Like, are you serious? Let me be old. Let me get get to be old. I wasn't even expecting to be middle-aged. I hit 40 like, fuck yes, bitch. Didn't expect to be here, but here I am. So, like, I'm just like, I don't know, ma'am. I cannot relate. Miss Dravel, hey! Oh my gosh, you're just in time. So, yes! Alright, alright. This is going well, I feel like. So, I should give her a fake name. Let's call her... Let's just call her Brenda, okay? Because she was a little bit of an angry Brenda, and you will see. So, my angry Brenda, like, sometimes she was like a funny lady, because sometimes she was real funny, and she would, like, teach me curse words, or, like, words in Polish and stuff, and, like, she could be a lot of fun, but if she got mad at you, she would, like, literally try to get your ass. And, like, I am not about that. Oh, for fuck's sake. And she was always just getting so mad about stuff, and, like, she would be mad, like, when they would send out new, like, they'd be like, we're updating Windows, or, like, the Office or something, and I start, like, you know, and she'd be mad because, like, the buttons were in the same place, and, like, legit, that's upsetting. But, like, you know, I start messing around with it, and she'd see me do something, and she'd be like, how do you know how to do that? Like, I learned how to do it to spite her. And I was like, just click on stuff. Like, just, like, what do you want it to do? Just put a bunch of text in there and start dinking around until you figure it out. It's like, or you could Google it. And she, like, when I told her to Google it, you know, she'd get mad at me. And so I'm just like, I feel like this is, like, not deserved. And so sometimes she had, like, a full attitude with me because she was mad at computers. And, like, I'm not gonna take that off of you. So I would, like, snap back at her, like, you're not gonna talk to me like that. Also, that job was incredibly stressful, and, like, people, not just people with anxiety disorder, like, if you are under enough stress for long enough, you will have a panic attack. And people just were having panic attacks left and right at this place. It was a nightmare. It was a terrible place to work. They yelled at us for how long we were in the bathroom. So, like, also we were, like, stressed. So, you know, people get snappy. Lurking and playing Halo with your partner. Nice, nice. Alright. I love the follower emojis. Yes! I just have not had a chance to get my emotes together, but it's on my list. So as soon as I start feeling better, that's like one of the #1 things I would like to do. But I don't like that. Yeah, so angry Brenda, and sometimes very funny Brenda, okay, to be fair to her. Sometimes she was funny. She had this, like, bit that she liked to do, right? Where she would just be like, Allie, do you know the definition of the word in... Shit, I fucked it up. My throat got froggy. She'd be like, Allie, do you know the definition of the word invidious? And, like, by the third time she did this, I did. Because she had told me before. But it was her bit, so wasn't really into me telling her again. So, no matter what I said, she would be like, what it means is... I'm just like, well, go off, Brenda. Anytime she get mad at somebody at management, she would redefine the word invidious for me. Which, I guess, is basically when, because, like, she had an exact wording for it, and I have done forgot what it was, but it's like when you're trying to do some shit and to supposedly make things better, and it makes everything worse. She's just like, these people are invidious. Like, I feel like Brenda had a word a day calendar one time, and she took the invidious off of that calendar and posted it up on her fridge, because she wanted to talk about that. So, and we like did the same job, and we were like kind of working on like with teams and stuff. So I work with her a lot. Like I talked to her all day long. We were going back and forth on different stuff, trying to do, because we had to do stuff like in teams and like together and shit. And so like,
Boom.
we had a relationship. It was like not always non-contentious, but I have also come to find out, people in the greater Philadelphia area don't really seem to mind a contentious relationship. They don't find it like, I don't know. They don't seem to find it like disqualifying, as in like we are not friends because you are sometimes snasty to me. Like that doesn't seem to be how it works. So no, I don't like that. I need to go for Tanyao on this. I'm like barely paying attention. There we go. So like she was older, right? So she goes to retire, and she wants to give me her email. And I'm like, yeah, of course I'd love your email. I'd love to keep in touch. Like, I mean, we didn't. Like, we did a little bit at first, but it wasn't no, like, we blew up at each other or nothing. It was just more of a case of, like, she was ready to go on cruises. And shit, and she had grandbabies that she wanted to see, and she didn't really have time for, like, random kind of work acquaintances, because she had better stuff to do, and, like, God bless her, When I'm not at work, I don't really think about the people at my work, and it's not because I don't like them, it's because I'm not at work. And I don't want to think about work. So she gives me her... This is the spicy email part. She gives me her address, her email address, and I basically fall over. Because it is. And here we go. Pearl necklace 420 at email.service.com. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It absolutely was. And so she wrote it down for me real nice on a sticky note and put it in my hand. And I am like, do not laugh. In my brain, I said, do not laugh. But it was too fucking late, because I was already laughing. Because that was the funniest shit that has ever happened in my life. And, like, I basically, when presented with this piece of paper that says, my email address is... No, was it Pearl Necklace 420 or was it 420 Pearl Necklace? It was 420 Pearl Necklace at emailaddress.com. And I had the thing with me. And at that time, I also worked with a friend. I had a very good friend at my job. And I booped her on my fucking phone, texted her, and I was like, because we both were smokers, I was like, you need to come outside right now, right now, right now. And I, like... This is while she is, like, chasing me, okay? Because I ran. At AOL.com, she's either really innocent or Rule 34. Y'all, here's what happened. So, should I tell the facts of the matter, or should I just be like, this is why she did it? Because y'all are just going to speculate. So, here's why she did it. It's because she chased me down, and basically I was just like, no, I gotta tell it in order, because, like, yeah, anyway, what, it's not right if it's, like, out of order, so I gotta go in order. Sorry, that's all my brain's letting me do right now. We're just gonna all have to live with it. So Brenda is... Because, like, even me saying I texted my friend is out of order. Because what happened in order is she presented me with a sticky note. I like, y'all know I have that, like, real loud laugh. Like, when someone hits me with a surprise laugh, you can hear me across the football field. Because it sounds like someone's, like, popped a laugh out of me. But it's usually when I've been surprised by something and I think it's very funny. So I, like, shout laugh, and she's looking at me, and then I just fucking bolt. I ran away. That's what I did. I just fucking beat feet to get out of there because I'm just like, I cannot face this woman and her 420 pearl necklace email address. Like, what am I supposed to do? So I, like, literally, I'm like, she could get real angry, Brenda, too, and I'm like, I knew she was gonna be mad, and so I literally ran away from her, like, with my hands over my mouth, trying to hold it in unsuccessfully. Absolutely unsuccessfully. And, like, run out to the smoker spot where I, like, basically lay down on the curb and start howling. I got the sticky note in my fist. I'm not letting go of this. And she's like, give it back. I don't want you to have my email address. And I'm like, it's too late. I already know what it is. I'll never forget it. And she's just like, tell me why it's funny. Tell me why it's funny. Tell me why it's funny. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? And she's like hollering at me, and I am like, I'm not doing it. I'm not telling you. And she was like, you have to tell me what it means. Why are you laughing? And I'm like texting my friend, please come out here, because she also knew Angry Brenda. And I'm like, you've got to handle her. For me, I don't know what to do. She's so mad.
Dude.
Because, like, and I'm also, while this is all going through my head, I am laughing, like, just uncontrollably. Completely uncontrollably. I'm like on the ground, y'all. This is like the best and worst thing that's ever happened to me at the same time, because this woman is mad. LMAO, Brenda, look up Urban Dictionary. This was before Urban Dictionary, I think, was a thing. Like, this was a long time ago, y'all. I'm old. And she is hollering at me. She's like, she looks at me as I'm rolling around on the ground, like, yelling. And she like, unsuccessfully does not get the email back for me. And I'm just whooping. I can't stop. At a certain point, I'm like, it hurts, Brenda. It hurts. I'm not trying to laugh at you. I am trying to stop. Because it hurts. And she's so mad. And so like... So... She decides at some point she either, I don't know, decides to change tactics, or she has a thought about it, and she looks at me and she's like, you young people. No, first she goes, huh, I think, no, she looks at me and she scoffs like, huh, I bet it's something dirty. And then that makes the whole, like, that just negates all the work I've done to try to stop laughing. Because I immediately start screaming again. Getting warmer, Brenda. I'm, like, screaming. Y'all, I am rolling on the ground. I am acting like a fool. But I have in my hand a piece of paper that I was given by a boomer that has their email address on it. And it is 420@emailaddress.com. This is the best thing ever. It's the worst thing ever because this boomer's also mad at me. But it's also the best thing. And she's like, you have to tell me what it means. And I'm like, I will not. I will not. I was like, there's she's like, you have to tell me what it means. And I was like, I will not. I'm like, there is no power on earth that could make me tell you what 420 pearl necklace means at my job. No, 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 I'm not gonna do that. Nope. Not happening. At this point, my friend has come out. My friend also knows Angry Brenda. I am still dying, rolling around on the ground. I got dirt in my hair and shit. Like, it is an entire experience is being had. And she's like, what in the name of hell is even happening here? And what are you doing? And I am, motherfucker. And I am just like, I stand up, and she's like, get off the ground, ding dong. And so I finally managed to stand up. I am losing my shit. But I start, she's just looking at me like, she lets me like hee-haw for about 2 minutes. And then she looks me dead in my face and is like, I have shit I have to do at my job, Allie. She's like, come out with it or I'm going back inside. And you can call me on the phone when you can talk. Because she has known me for a long time and she knows that these giggle fits can go. So she's like, I'm like, okay, I cannot let her leave because I need her to calm down Angry Brenda for me because I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm like, I need your neurotypical help. So I finally managed to get out. Angry Brenda has given me her email address, and then I slap the post-it note into her hand and I just watch her face, right? I'm just watching her face. And she spreads it out, because I've got it pretty crumpled up, looks at it, her eyes go real big, and then she starts fucking howling. Because how could you not? How could you not? I mean, I'm not made of stone. I'm barely able, like, I'm just like, that is an executive function test I am never going to pass. Like, I don't have that level of self-control, and I never will. So she turns to my friend and is like, friend, what does this mean? And then my friend looks at me, realizes, because she's known me for a very, very long time, absolutely deduces through telepathy and knowing exactly how my brain works, because I am not that complicated as a person. She thinks, I see her think to herself, this bitch has called me out here to deal with this because she doesn't want to or can't. And she looks and she's just like, God damn it, Allie. And I'm like, I can't tell her. And she's just like, well, neither can I. We're at work. And she is like, so we have just sort of locked in and we're just talking to each other while she's kind of buzzing around us and demanding that we tell her what it means. And she was like, I'm going to go back inside and ask someone what it means. And my friend's like, do not do that. She like uses, my best friend has the closest thing in reality to like a Bene Gesserit The Voice, where she can do a thing with her voice that makes you think that like maybe, like, I don't know, it just shocks people into like, into immobility, essentially, because she is very, very sweet. She's sarcastic, but she's a nice person, and she's not really flying off the handle. She's very calm, especially at her job. Funny, she got like a sense of humor, very dry, very fun. But like, she's not really like a raise the voice kind of person, and so when she pop out her Bene Gesserit voice, Angry Brenda decides not to do that. And she looks at her and she was like, Brenda, Allie is not telling you this because she's being obstinate. She's not telling you this because if you turned around and told HR that she told you it, she could be fired. So do not go and ask anyone this because you might be fired and you're about to retire, so like come on. And then she's like, and she gives, at that point she gives up because she knows like neither one of us are gonna budge, and she, I guess, kind of grasps that it is to the point where like we are not, I'm not just like jazzing her over some nothing thing, that that there was like a, I wasn't not telling her to torment her, you know what I mean? Because like if your grandma in some like if one of my friends' grandma asked me what 420 pearl necklace meant, I still would not tell her. Honestly, I'm not telling anybody that. Don't ask me that. But I'm just like, I at least would have an option to do it if I was if I was like, I value honesty more than my dignity. And my ability to be alive and not embarrassed into the grave. Cause even I have limits. But like, I'm just like, I at least would have the option if I was so inclined to value honesty over other things. You know, and like forthrightedly answering questions that are asked in seriousness. But like, I don't, so I wouldn't. I do not value those things over over that. I never will. I'm gonna be like, you go find that out. You not ask me to do that. Not me. But like, cause like, my mama would do that sometimes. I'd be like joking around with my friend, and I'm thinking that she's not listening, and she like turn around and ask me what a happy ending was, and I'm just like, God, because Friendly's is a restaurant in the greater Philadelphia and New Jersey area. I don't know if they got them up in North Jersey, but they definitely got them in South Jersey, and I don't know where they got them. They got them with the same place they got Wawa's. And like, you know, Friendly's has a combo meal that comes with a dessert with a happy ending. It's a happy ending dessert. It's a happy ending to your meal. And so we were like tee-heeing about that, and then she turns around right in my face and it's like, what's a happy ending? And I'm like, I want to die now. I wish this wasn't happening. And then yeah, she was trying to make me tell her, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. I do not want this. You know, and like before the internet, or before like, I feel like most people with smartphones, and not everyone has a smartphone, but most people with smartphones now know, like, no matter what your age is, like, you know Google exists. And like, whether or not you are going to use it, or you know, or know how to use it so that you can get good results, because the results are real bad now. Like they've gone back to being like, you really kind of need to know how to Boolean search again, which I'm just like, well, this is a step fucking down. But like, it people know about it, you know? And so I feel like if you ask me a question about something that is clearly a tee-hee-hee thing among, you know, late teenagers and early people in their 20s, I would just assume it was some kind of like dirty joke I hadn't heard of and be like, I'm gonna mind my business. Cause I don't need to have that interaction, and I do not want it. But yeah, she was just like, no, you have to tell me what it means. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. And like, before, there was a point where like, there was the internet, but like, most people didn't have smartphones, and that meant that like, older people really didn't use Google, because like, they didn't really use the computer that much. and like that's less true now, but like it really was then. And so like if you said something and they didn't like know what it was, there was like they had no, and they really needed to know, because like I guess some people get real hung up on the idea that they're being made fun of. I I I fucking don't care that much, and not enough to ask that kind of question. But you know, like I fucking don't care if teenagers want to make fun of me. I mean, that's their natural right as being children, in my opinion. Because like you know, the world's pretty bad, and like I mean, children have like no power, and I'm just like, you know, when my niece burns me, I'm just like, well, I have a car. Because, like, what's she gonna do? You know, I'm just like, yeah, that's great and all, but I have a car. And I can do what I want.
Gee.
And, you know, that usually gets her to be like, oh, I wish I could do what I want. And I'm like, sigh. I might not be cool, but I have freedom of movement. And that's important. So I just don't understand getting that like stuffed up, overthinking a teenager might be making fun of you, but I guess some people do. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't a teenager, but I was in my 20s, but like I always looked real young, so people like, even at like 27, people were still treating me like I was like 17. It was very frustrating. At least now, most people assume that I am, like, over the age to be able to drink. And so, like, they don't talk to me like I'm literally an actual child, which is a nice improvement. So yeah, basically, I go back to my desk after she gave up. 'Cause, like, basically, when older people were, like, pissed that they thought you were making fun of them, they just like devil you to try to get you to say it. I'm just like, I'm not doing it. But like even in that instance, I think like they felt like, you know, maybe you were not saying to torment. I was just like, lady, I can't tell you because like I will fucking lose my job.
Gee.
So at that point, she knew it was like game fucking over, and she gave up. But like. She was so mad, y'all. She was so fucking pissed. And we were, like, sharing... It was one of them cube setups where there's, like, the square part and there's 2 desks. So you're, like, sharing a cube with somebody. And she was my cube mate. And I could just feel her just turning around and, like, glaring at me and shit. And like she was so mad, and she like and she was making these little snippy comments because like we did have headphones and shit, but like we could wear headphones, but we had to do a lot of phone work, like answering phones. So you know, if somebody was trying to like shit talk you, you could hear it because like you know. They're right there, and you're taking your headphones on and off all the time. It's not like you could, like, you know, now with the kind of work that I do, I just put earplugs in, and I put headphones on over that, and I'm like, yeah, ready to roll. Now, I don't want to hear none of that. Open plan office? Fuck you. I hate that shit. Why? Am I going to rank down? This is some shit. I refuse to take that. Ugh. Rank my ass down. Bullshit's what that is. And she's just laser beaming me with like, rah, like vibes of like, and I'm like, I'm just sitting there looking at her, and she's muttering and muttering, you know how people do, muttering and muttering, and it gets louder and louder and louder. And finally I turned around and looked at her, and I was like, Brenda, don't you got grandkids? Don't you got kids? How old are your kids? Because I knew her kids was just about my age or a little bit younger, I thought. But, like, she had kids who was, like, in their 20s and early 30s at that point, right? I think she had a teenage grandson also, like, with the youngest. And I was just like, you got all these You mad at me, young people? Yeah, you young people, why you have to make everything so dirty? And I was just like, I mean, Brenda, I did not personally make this up. I didn't. I don't know what to tell you. It wasn't me. Like, she's like, well, you know about it. And I'm like, sorry. I don't know what you want me to do, Brenda. And so she looks at at a certain point, I'm just like,
Boom.
I looked at her, cause what happened first? Did I tell her? No, okay, so first, she's like muttering, so she's muttering and muttering, and I'm like, I'm remembering it out of order, but I'm trying to tell it in order. I'm like, I get annoyed, because this, like, did not happen at the end of the day. It was like, it was before lunch. I had to take my best friend out and buy her a hoagie because she were a little bit like, you owe me, and I'm like, yeah, that's true. And so I did buy her a nice Wawa hoagie because she likes that. At least that's what I think I did. I don't remember. I think I might have bought her lunch, or I said I should buy her lunch and then fucking didn't. I don't know what I did. I don't think I should do that.
Can.
Yeah, I think I should get toy with this shit. So, yeah, so I looked at her, I was just like, Brenda.
Can.
Why is that your email address? Like, why that specifically, you know? I'm just like, why is that your email address? And she's like, you're just trying to make it all dirty. And I was like, why is it your email address? And then I start poking at her because, like, now I need to know. And she's like, well, I'll have you know. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be amazing. She's like, my anniversary is on April the 20th. And I'm like, uh-huh. And she's like, and for last year, for my birthday, or for our anniversary, and I got my email address around the anniversary. It was either around the anniversary or she got it so that she could, like, communicate for some party they had. I don't remember. But it had something to do with the anniversary. And so for that anniversary, I guess, or the one before it, something, her husband had gotten her a lovely, like pearl necklace that was like pink pearls, and it was very beautiful. And that's why. That's why. Because she said she always wanted to have she was like, you know that I didn't have a lot growing up, which I did know. Because, you know, you work with somebody for a while in stressful situations, 12 hours a fucking day, you'll chat. You know, whether you fundamentally like that person or not, you will, if you are in a situation where you are working 12 hours a day, mandatory, and they don't even want your ass to, like, pee, because there's so much work, right? And, like, you taking phone calls and people is screaming at you and supervisors are screaming at you, and there's, like, the work is just the papers up your side of your desk. And, like, everywhere you look, some fucker is giving you more fucking work. And, like, you never get to go home. And when you go home, the only thing you can do is pass out. Like, I would just and, like, literally, they were not even really paying me enough money for me to eat takeout, okay? Like, even with the overtime, it was still not enough for me to be like, fuck it, I'll just get a bunch of takeout. Like, no. I did not have enough money to do that. I still had to cook everything from scratch on the weekends, and I had to make big batches of whatever, and, like, because there was no way I could cook, so I just had to heat stuff up. I had to do all my chores, all of my fucking errands, everything on the weekends, and I did not have a laundry machine, so that meant I spent every 2 weeks that I got paid half the day in the laundromat. I just never got a chance to rest, you know? You will, like, fucking trauma bond with people if that is your work environment. Because, like, only they understand what it is like.
봄,
And what it is like is bad. But yeah, I knew all about her and stuff. And so she was like, I mean, I didn't want to make her feel bad about her, like, you know, lovely jewelry that she had gotten, and she had wanted these like specific type of pearls because she had seen them in a movie because she didn't have a lot, and like she went in on me. She was trying to make me feel bad, and it worked. I did feel bad. Like she was going in, like, and you know, now you're trying to make me associate it with something dirty, and I was just like, I am not trying to do anything. I literally had an involuntary reaction. You could have just let me leave. I would have gone out in the parking lot and, like, laughed for 10 minutes, smoked 2 cigarettes, and I would have come back inside and done you the respect of lying to your face that it didn't mean anything, and you could have respected yourself by agreeing to that lie. But you didn't do that. You chose the path of pain. Because she did. It's like, this is not my fault. You chose the path of pain. I should say that is like my brother-in-law, that Adam, that's his, like, if he had a catchphrase, that would be his catchphrase. Because he likes to play tabletop games, and if you start trying to get Adam's, like, jewels, or, like, Settler of Catan materials, or, like, whatever it is, he'll just turn and look at you and be like, you have chosen the path of pain, and then he'll destroy you, because he is very good at all of this stuff. And it's very funny, because that's how you know you've lost. Yes! But I always thought it was, like, so funny.
다이아우,
You chose the path of pain, Ali and Kiryu. Yes! And Adam. Like, do not go up against... It's like, you know, how they say in Princess Bride, never start a land war in Asia. Never go up against a Sicilian when death is on the line. Don't cross Adam in a board game because he will end you. You will lose. And I never learn, and I always do, because beating him is very satisfying, because it's not easy to do.
봄,
So, like, whatever the it is, I always try it. And Josh is just like, you played your hand too early, and I'm like, I know, but I got excited that I might beat Adam, but then I don't. I mean, sometimes I do, like, on things that are more luck-based.
봄,
But, not that often. But, yeah, I just, like, I did not say to her at that point, you chose the path of pain. I don't remember what I said to her. It was probably like, you did this to yourself. Sometimes when Hodge is, like, getting, like, Foxy will turn around and, like, whack him, and I'll just start quoting, Radiohead at him because I think it's very funny. So there is a non-zero chance, although I don't remember exactly what I said, there is a non-zero chance that I said to her Radiohead lyrics. Like verbatim. And she wouldn't have known, and it would have made me laugh, and that is the kind of chaos demon that I am, especially when my executive function is bad because I'm working 12 hours a fucking day in a hellhole. Like, at a certain point, something's gonna give, and I don't know if I did. I'm sure I thought of it. And knowing me, and knowing my executive function, no, I would up this to a 50-50 chance that I turned to her and said, you You did this to yourself. You did, and that's why it really hurts. You did this to yourself. Just you. You and no one else. Because, like, at heart, I'm kind of a terrible person. Well, I don't know, a terrible person. But, like, I just... There is this, like, chaos demon in me that is just like, but it will be funny. You should do it. And I always listen to the chaos demon because it is funny to me. That's why. Should I listen to the chaos demon? No. I should stop because I've gotten in so much trouble behaving that way. But it has also been very funny to me. And I am just kind of used to, that's what I'm like. Honestly. But, like, I will not tell you the thing if it's gonna make you lose your job, and I feel like I should get credit for that. And we didn't let her go back in and say it. We were like, don't do that! Because I was just like, oh my god! We're all gonna get fired, and it's not my fault. My friend was kind of mad at me because she was like, do you understand that could have gone really badly? And I'm like, what was I supposed to do? She was not letting it go.
それ当たりだ
Because she was retiring. So, like, what the fuck did she have to care? So, yeah. And then the other thing, I said to her, because she's just like, you make it dirty. You made it dirty. And I was just like, Brenda, just like, because after she said the thing about, you know, the thoughtful, loving gift and how much it meant to her. And here's the thing about Brenda that y'all have to understand about this sob story. It could have all been fake, okay? She did that sometimes. She would make up shit to get fucking sympathy and make you feel like, I don't know, like you spit on your grandma because she was this old lady. And, like, and then she'd, like, turn around the next day and be like, LOL, gotcha. So, like, I don't even fucking know if it was true. It probably was. That is a random thing to pick if you don't know what it means. I mean, I can't understand what else it could have been, because she clearly didn't know what it meant. And so I said to her, I was like, Brenda, there's no way in hell this is my fault, okay? Number one. And number two, like, don't you got grandkids? Like, I was like, did you give this email address to your grandchildren? And she was like, yes. Now I'm all embarrassed. And I'm just like, and none of them said a word. None of them said nothing to you? And she was like, no, because they're not nasty like you. I was like, so your grandchildren and your children, not the grandchildren, they were actually too young. I was like, your children, your direct-ass children, allowed you. There was one teenager, maybe the oldest. See, now I'm getting all stuck on the details. There was one teenager, and everyone else was in their, like, late 20s and early 30s. And so, like, they knew. At least one of them knew. They had a conversation about this when she wasn't around. 100% guaranteed. Okay? Because she gave this one out to everybody. And then she's trying to be like, I'm gonna be embarrassed in front of my children about this email address that I'm the one that made up. And, like, it's your fault. And I'm like, no, it is not. I was like, what is happening to you right now is a direct result of the fact that your children did not tell you this and did not warn you and get you to get another damn email address. How many people did you give this to? And she just, like, stared at me because, like, y'all, I had been to this, I mean, she was mad at me. We made up later, right? Like, she just would get explosive sometimes. And I'm just like, I'm not gonna take that, okay? I don't care that you're old enough to be my mama. You're not my mama. You're my fucking coworker. And you're not gonna talk all fucking like brazen to me, okay? Mm-mm. No, you're not. I don't care if I look like a 16-year-old to you. I am an adult coworker of yours, and you're not gonna talk to me that way. You're just not. So I'm like, I'm not gonna just sit here and take this. And she will always like come back later, and it would be fine and whatever. So like, I don't think she was fine, but like, I'm just like, I could see on her face, right, that that she knew I was right. But I did feel bad because even though if this story that was about like her husband was genuine, which it seemed like it was, then like I didn't want her to I I didn't want like, you know, I mean, the story about it being their anniversary and the necklace, that definitely was true. You couldn't make that up. That's so fucking random. The story about it being some shit that she, like, had wanted since she was like, the whole melodrama of, like, I had nothing growing up, and I saw this movie star who you've never heard of because you're young, and you don't know anything about good movies. This is how she was, y'all. And she was like, you don't know what's right. It was some person I've never heard of. And I'm like, I don't know who the fuck that is. Oh, they did Twilight. Oh my god, hi. Twilight Rain. Hi, y'all. Oh my god. Y'all, welcome. welcome. My name is Allie. Oh, now, hush up, Zandy. Don't be yelling at me while I'm talking to people. Hey y'all, I'm Allie from Ok2BeFat. You might know me from Twitter, and having a lot of tweets. This is my stream. I stream the Yakuza games, and right now I'm telling a story about my coworker who had an accidentally extremely spicy email. Y'all, TLDR, because it has been TL. But like y'all know how I tell a story. You know how I do. I am so excited to see y'all. Thank you so much for the raid. I do appreciate it so much. Y'all, so she was like so mad. I had a coworker. She was my mother's age. She was about to retire. When she was getting ready to retire, she handed me her email address. It was written on a post-it note. The email address was 420 pearl necklace. I exploded. Like a human laughter pinata. And literally ran away from her with the post-it note in my fist. She chased me out of the building. Yup. She chases me out of the building to the smoker's corner where I fled from her and demands incessantly to know, like, what the fuck this is. And I am not going to tell her because I'm fucking not, okay? Number one, I don't want to do that. I'm not telling somebody my fucking mama's age what that means. I'm just not going to do that, okay? But in addition, even if I was the kind of person who would answer that question, which I am not, gonna tell your grandma what that means, I'm just not going to do it. Get someone else to do it. I'm not doing it. I'm just going to be like, no, and walk away, like fucking bail. So, y'all, like, she chases me down. I was just, even if I was, like, yes, for the pure chaoticness of it, I will do this thing that I should not do. Even if I was the person to do that, like, I was at work. Like, I'm like, you need to, because she was like, tell me what 420 pearl necklace was, and I was like, you need to stop saying that out loud right now, because we are at work. I'm like, have you given this to anyone else at work? And she was like, no, I gave it to you first because she saw me first thing in the morning because we was like cube mates. And, but she was on split shift. She came a little later. So I saw her first thing. She gave it to me. And I was like, don't give this to anyone else. Like, I think we told her together, like, don't do it. My friend came out. I had to have my friend come out. I wouldn't give her the paperback. And because my friend came out who also worked there, and like together we basically convinced her, because she was, my friend was like, I'm not going to tell you either, what the fuck. and looking at me like, what the fuck have you gotten me into? And I'm like trying to communicate telepathically, I am sorry, because this entire time I'm laughing uncontrollably. Uncontrollably. Just rolling around on the ground, fucking tearing it up and laughing uncontrollably. And then, like, we convinced her not to do that. Like, she was like, I'm gonna go inside and ask somebody. And I'm like, and my friend screamed at her. And she's not a person who does yelling. So it was like she slapped her with the voice like we were in Dune. And, like, froze her in her tracks. And, like, bellowed at her, do not do that. In that, like, scary mom voice. Given how old she was, it is likely someone set up that email for her and said nothing. That's what I was trying to say. I saw her get it at the end. That it was not actually my fault. It was whoever she gave this to and helped her do it that didn't say nothing to her. And I bet those people got a fucking earful and a half and maybe got hit with a shoe. Okay? Like, I wouldn't put it past Brenda to whiff off a sandal and hit you in the head with it. Like, I wouldn't put it past her, okay? She was one of them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I would not. She got way madder at them once it sank into her than she was at me. And then but like, she was mad, and I was just like, Brenda, because she had this whole story about whatever, and I didn't want it because it was her. It was her anniversary. It was April the 20th, and her husband had bought her this jewelry that was pearls for the anniversary. And so in order to this anniversary party, they set up this email, and so that's what she picked. And she said that it was like something she wanted for a really long time, but like, short version, she lied about stuff sometimes to try to make you feel guilty, and then she'd laugh about it later, because Brenda was a wild person, y'all. To be honest, my boyfriend at the time set up my first email address of my own, so it's probably still her password. Oh my god. I was like, if this really is something that does mean a lot to her, like, emotionally, because I thought about it, y'all. I would giggle. I would sit there and giggle. But then, like, the guilt trip, like, did work on me, and then I started to feel kind of bad. But I was still laughing. So I was like feeling bad but laughing, because like I would just think about it again. I would just have to go sit in the bathroom for 5 minutes. I got in trouble that day because I did not get enough work done. And like, before we left, like around 3 o'clock, I was like, Brenda, I know you're mad at me, and I understand how you feel. I don't, honestly, but I don't. But I was just like, I would not have pursued this, honestly. If a teenager laughs at me for something that I've done, I probably don't want to know why, to be honest. But she wanted to know. She was upset. I don't understand, but I was just like, I understand. Because I understood that she was upset. I was like, I understand that you're upset, and I know that you're upset with me. I really was, it was just a shock reaction. Sometimes I just get these, like, shock reactions. Just not what I was expecting, Brenda. It just wasn't what I was expecting, It was not what I was expecting. And so I was like, because I was trying to, like, smooth it over, too, because, like, this bitch is in the cube with me. Like, I do not want her to be glaring at me all day. That's unpleasant. So, like, fine. And I say to her, I'm trying to smooth it over, and I was just like, she's like, well, if you won't tell me, I'll go home and look it up. And I was just like, Brenda, just don't do that. Like, just don't. Like, I was like, you don't have to do that, like, you could just just close the email address and get a different one, like, you could just get a different one. You could get, Brenda and Dave anniversary. What year did you get married? I don't know. Like, Brenda and Dave. April anniversary. I don't know. Anything else. Just get another email. They're free. It's fine. Just be like, you don't even. Because I'm trying to give her some, like, as a southerner, this is how I would deal with it. Just fucking bareface it out. You just breeze in, you give people your new email address, and you're just like, I just was tired of that old email address. Here's my new one. And then you just hardcore pretend like you don't fucking know nothing and you don't know anything. And people will be embarrassed to bring it up to you. And that's all you need. It'll go away eventually. It don't gotta be a thing. I was, like, I do wish people understand that laughing isn't always because someone finds something funny. It can be a stress reaction. Yes, I mean, I was very stressed out already. And, like, I just didn't... I was not prepared for that. Like, would anyone be? Like, how does this kind of shit happen to me? Because I'm just like... My friends all, like, eye daggering me, and I'm like, you and Brenda are also friendly. What would have happened if Brenda had gave you that email address first? You think you would have been able to do any better? And at that point, I was like, and that theoretically could have happened. She was like, well, I guess you're right. And so, was, like, less annoyed. It wasn't mad, but just, like, annoyed. And, like, like, I probably wouldn't have gotten in trouble because, like, I just took the thing away and tried to get away from her. I mean, like, I tried to stop the situation. It was not my fault. But, yeah, she did look it up. And the reason why I know that she did was she came back in the next day and she was just like, you. She... See? I was sitting there listening to my music because I had come in early because we had so much fucking work. I was working 12 hours a day, y'all. I was, like, getting to work at like, 6:30 and 7 in the morning and leaving at 7 at night. And so I was just punch drunk all the time. And so she comes in at, like, I got there at, like, 7-ish or something. She comes in around 8. And she comes in and it, like some fucking... like, scary music cue shit, like, bum, 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 you, I just points at me. So, of course, I start cracking up again, because that's very melodramatic, and I thought it was very funny. And also, like, what more could I have done? I told her not to. And I was like, and she just said, you. And she was like, you're so nasty. And I'm like, I told you not to look it up. And that's the story of the spicy email. I mean, like, what was I supposed to do, y'all? What would you have done differently? I mean, if you could not laugh at that, you have a lot more self-control than me, and you might, because I don't have a lot of self-control, is the thing. I am always barely holding my shit together. And, like, you stress my executive function with, like, 12-hour workdays for fucking a year and a half. People start acting goofy when they have been overworked to that extent. Like, people... That place was, it sure was something. Thankfully, I don't have to work there anymore. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I won, and she got to retire and go on cruises and shit. Y'all don't feel bad for Brenda. She's fine. I'm sure she's fine. I mean, I'm sure she's enjoying her grandchildren. Yeah. I'm just like, man, sometimes just like daring people to say, I'm like, y'all so confrontational. Like, everybody wants to handle everything with confrontation in this area when nobody wants to handle things the southern way, which is to just brazenly look someone in the eye and dare them to say it to your face when you know they socially can't. Just be like, I'm gonna pretend like this never happened. I'm gonna pretend like that embarrassing thing that I know you're giggling about, I'm gonna pretend like it never happened, and I'm gonna smooth it over in such a way that we can never talk about it again, because here's my new whatever. And we don't, like, say something. And like, a lot, it usually works, to be honest. You just stare people dead ass in their eyes and just look at them like, what? I don't know. It always worked for me. And the necklace and the Taco Bell. Sorry. I'm just like, you're so mad, and someone is literally just describing what sounds like a great time, honestly. But like, you're mad 'cause it's dirty, whatever. Boomers are so sensitive, y'all. Alright. I'm just like, they are though. They're so sensitive. Okay, so I'm gonna go. It's time for the stream to be over. I hope y'all have a good rest of your day or night. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for the last raid. You're so nice. I appreciate you so much. Um, but it's time for me to go because I need to eat dinner. And I didn't really eat a lot of lunch, so I gotta get back on track with dinner. So, it's time to go. Have a good rest of your day or night. Thank you to everybody who came in, to the chat and said hello and chatted. Y'all make things like, y'all are the best. And you make this so much fun. I look forward to it every stream. I just look forward to it so much. Every time I get to do this is like such a joy to me. It is like a constant source of joy in my life. Uh, Chow, thanks for the story. You're welcome. I love to tell stories about like the fucking. I have terrible luck and fucking. I'm constantly like, why is this happening to me? But at least I can wring some levity out of it for somebody, because it's sure not funny at the time. Um, but yeah. Oh right, outro. Thank you to everybody who was in the chat. I always appreciate everybody in the chat. You guys make things a lot of fun. Thank you, obviously, most of all, to my subscribers. You guys, thank you for that. You don't gotta do that, and it's like anybody can watch the stream for free, and you don't have to subscribe. So like, I appreciate that you choose to, and that's like super nice. And I appreciate it so much. And thank you to everybody who comes by and doesn't chat. Everybody who comes by and checks out the stream makes the stream great. And thank you so much to everybody who watches the stream later. I see y'all. Alright, I'll be back again on Friday. Let's do some more cabaret, or maybe I'll remember another bazoo thing that happened to me because I can't sleep at night. I don't know. Hopefully not. Alright, y'all, I gotta go. It's time to go. Bye!